Middle Georgia Buzz presents the top 5 things missing from Warner Robins.
Hey, it's Wilson and Chris in the house.
Hello, everybody. It's so nice to talk to everyone again.
What could possibly be missing from Warner Robins?
Well,
it has everything.
Some vagrants that we went to school with that are probably in jail now, and what's left of the 41 bypass. I don't know. You tell me.
That's all that's missing.
Yeah, really. But we've got a few that are really special, really fantastic, that apparently over the years have really struck a chord, a heartstring with the local population.
Quick honorable mentions, Shakey's Pizza and Bill Elder.
God, we'll miss you, Shakey's.
I want to hear Bill calling the president again. You can call up Ted Turner.
Yeah,
it's Ted Turner.
Hey, Ted, what's going on, guy?
Superstation on TBS.
Take me to your best friend's house, going round this roundabout, oh yeah.
Number 5.
Life's too short to even carry on.
In the 1950s, drive-in burger joints began spreading across the American landscape and jetted into our nuclear family way of life. A decade later, Warner Robins, Georgia got their first Biff Burger.
Had the Biff Burger action.
Yes.
Now, my question about that, a lot of people know about Biff Burger. A lot of people love it and will, tell you to this day it was awesome. 20-cent hot dogs and, drive-in type style.
Cents.
Oh.
Yeah, people pull up in their fancy cars and hang out there.
Or not so fancy cars, and, they sit in the parking lot and grease their hair up and like that. I can only imagine what the hell went on. Yeah. So, from what I understand, and this all sits where now on Watson Boulevard in the...
Okay, Warner Robins Biff Burger.
Yeah.
The original location on Watson Boulevard is where McDonald's is to now. I want to thank Lindsay on our research department for getting that information.
Thank you, darling.
And they were open there several years, and for some reason, they decided to move to Byron, Georgia.
Pack things up and move.
And you were telling me that the old Roto Broil sign where they built that Byron location for Biff Burger is still there.
It's all still sitting there, yeah. And, the strange thing about it is, I don't think, according to what we've read, it never opened. So, what, I'd love to know the story behind that, because really it's just a hulk of a building sitting there with this badass old retro sign, which is, it's a landmark at this point, and nobody knows what happened to it. I think there's, you got tractors and stuff parked out in front of the building, and it's just sitting there as an empty hulk of what might have been a bygone era. Kind of amazing.
I drove by there today and got a picture.
Yeah.
And, boy, what a weird location at the intersection of Highway 41 and 49 Byron for a hamburger joint.
That's a strange place. I don't know if they were planning on the second coming of Christ right there at Byron, or if they were trying to get ready for the Pop Festival and just didn't make it in time. They were like, oh, Jimi Hendrix is coming here. These people are going to want hamburgers. Let's get to it.
Byron's going to be huge.
Well, 35 years later, it's not huge.
We don't know why it never opened, but you were the first one that kind of mentioned, I don't know where you heard this from, that the Biff Burger was haunted.
Yeah, Biff Burger was supposed to have been haunted. Now, they did pick up most of that building and move it when they did what they were doing, from what I understand. So, is the building itself now still haunted, or are they just haunted by foreclosure notices?
I think one of our listeners are going to have to help clarify this, because I was under the impression it was the new location in Byron that was haunted, and that's where somebody had told the owner that. And I don't know if that's why he didn't close, but that's definitely a topic we're going to scratch deeper and deeper.
If you get a chance, and if you're in the areas, there's still a store in Greensboro open, and there's still a store in St. Pete open, and the secret sauce hasn't changed. It's probably a lot like everybody else's secret sauce. And I guess we're gonna have a conversation with one of these young ladies.
Yeah, we talked with, and she's not a young lady anymore. The Biff Burger in Greensboro, North Carolina, opened up, I think she said, in the early 60s.
Yeah.
And she started when she was 17 and still works there.
She's still chilling.
So she's going to tell us a little bit about Biff Burger.
She knows what a damn hot dog should taste like.
Biff Burger.
Hey, what's the best thing you got on your menu?
What's the most popular thing?
Chicken wings, or either burgers, fish.
You got burgers and fish?
Yeah, we got like a flounder sandwich.
Flounder sandwich sounds tasty.
Like a square cod.
How long y'all been in business over there?
We've been here since 1961.
I love it. I love it.
Now, would you consider yourself or somebody there maybe like a Biff Burger historian?
Oh, yeah. I've been here since I was 17.
Really? How much do you know about the Biff Burger, the whole setup, by the way?
Oh, yeah, I know the ins and outs except for the secret recipe.
Is it good on fish? Is it good on burgers? Is it good on everything?
We got people that eat it on fish.
Okay.
We got people eating on our pork chop sandwiches.
That sounds delicious.
And, we have something that's called a soft dog, which is where we make slits in it, and we cook it in the deep fryer so it curls up.
Oh, I love it.
And we dip it in the sauce and we put it on a hamburger bun.
Okay, well, I'm down for all of it. I'll eat chili on a waffle, so I know I like that.
Oh yeah, we do that too. We call it a Big Carolina.
You are kidding me. I love it.
It comes with mustard, chili, slaw, and onions.
All right. Well, how about this? We'll just plan on coming to see you soon.
Okay. Well, we'll be looking forward to it.
All right. We love you.
Bye-bye.
Biff Burger, number 5 on our list of the top 5 things missing from Warner Robins.
Yeah, although I think it should have really sat lower on the list because, man, a burger, 20-cent hot dog, I'll eat the hell out of that.
Number 4.
Money don't grow on trees. I got bills to pay, I got mouths to feed. There ain't nothing in this world for
Top 5 things missing from Warner Robins.
Except for John Wilson. Oh,
back.
Here we are. You know what? I've not set one thing on fire outside of my own personal residence, and I have not knocked over anyone's trash can since I've been home.
He's all grown up, folks.
Maybe a little bit, but man, I will never forget Pepe's Mexican restaurant right around the corner from the crib over here. You know,
in the Zare Plaza.
Yeah, man, there was a Zare over there, so you could go buy a bunch of useless some garden hoses and then go over there and chow on some sweet Mexican food.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It was good stuff. They had fresh food. They made their awesome salsa. It was kind of thick. I don't think anybody knew about cilantro back then, so it was it was chives. And they used to fry the chips down, and they'd come out like they'd be the size of a damn dinner plate when they bring them out. They were awesome. I don't know.
You're making me hungry.
Well, I can always eat, but when's the last time you think we may have been to Pepe's?
I have a vague memory of going with you and your parents as a little child, but boy, it's been, I don't know when did they close down?
God knows. I think they may have even been open until about the point where you and I went to college, and then after that, I didn't come home for a long time because I got out of town and said, I don't want nothing to do with it. You could go there with your family and stuff, and then there would be other families and all people you knew, and so it was always like a big party. Fiesta!
It was, it really had that fiesta feeling. It was the first time I actually enjoyed having meals with actual adults.
Yeah, exactly. Especially people as square as my parents.
I fell in love with that chive soda.
The chive soda.
I fell in love with that chive salsa.
I've never had chive soda.
I can't remember. Maybe our listeners can chime in and tell us what was their go-to item at Pepe's Mexican restaurant in the Zare Plaza. Number 4 on our countdown of the top 5 things missing from Warner Robins.
We miss you, Pepe's.
I was walking down the street when out the corner of my eye I saw a pretty little thing approaching me.
Number 3.
Wilson and Chris with the top 5 things missing from Warner Robins. Is this countdown got you waxing nostalgic today?
Yeah, I'm missing some things around town as I drive through, but there's a lot more to eat, do, and see here than there was. So I can live with it.
Oh, yeah, I was driving through town today, and I almost got lost. It's been so long since I cruised, and the south side of Warner Robins really exploding. I told somebody I was on Watson Boulevard. They said, "Get out of the hood."
It's still kind of a damn wasteland, though. I mean, you can drive up and down through here, and it's desolate. Other than 1,000 people all in one place driving to the same place, even though I haven't figured out where that place is.
It's that new Quarter Road extension.
Yeah. Living Quarter Road.
All right, number 3 in our countdown is a place a little bit before my time, McGillicuddy's.
Yeah, no, it was there, but we were just too young. They wouldn't let us in on skateboards. So McGillicuddy's, I thought, I'm a little misdirected. I thought it was down there on, the corner of Davis and Green where Hardee's is, and there was a gas station, and I think there used to be a New Way location there too, but your brother Joe says differently.
And we're going to talk to him in just a little bit. But
awesome.
A little background information about my big brother Joe. His initial reaction to hearing the bar's name for like the first time in decades was, quote, "I spent too much money there. I'm glad those days are over." In all caps, thank God Almighty.
Thank God Almighty.
Brother Joe is a bit of a wild child and has since exited the highway to hell for a stairway to heaven. We're real proud of Joe. But back in the McGillicuddy's days, Joe's was a menace to society. In fact, one time, and you may remember this, he bought a brand new bullwhip. He saw some wrestlers with a bullwhip, and he got light bulb. Bing.
Yeah, I remember the bullwhip. In fact, he attempted to...
he was going to... Well, at first he started practicing on the trees, right? So he practiced on the trees for a while. He says, well, I need something else to practice on. You, of course, had been really good at pushing his buttons all those years.
I like screwing with Joe because Joe, all I had to do was say some offhanded to Joe, and Joe would just lash out, and then all of a sudden I'd go home a mangled wreck. But it was fun, because I was malleable back then, and I bounced, and so it was cool. So Joe beats the out of me, I laugh about it, and Joe's angry, and I'm not.
You could take a beating. That was pretty good. We could do a whole episode about the times he's whooped up on you.
We're gonna have to talk about that.
But you pushed his buttons. You were kind of asking for it sometimes.
Oh, always. No. It wasn't that I just would. I said, I haven't done anything, Brother Joe. Please don't hurt me. No, that was completely no.
Well, after whipping our tree in the backyard to hone his natural whipping skills, he came after my buddy there, Chris Davies. Now, Chris still is our equivalent to Bart Simpson. He's a petty thug. He's not a serious criminal.
No, just enough to irritate you.
And you could push Joe's button. So this really was a showdown in the making. It was like a wrestling match and a cage match or something where these two people have been bickering for years. Finally, it's going to come down to this. Well, after your torment was complete, Joe decided to take his little bullwhip show on the road.
Get in the El Camino, pack the El Camino down, and haul ass to the local pub.
Yeah. Well, he had to keep his buzz going, so he went over to his favorite place, McGillicuddy's, did some roundhouse kicks, got his bullwhip out, and actually, legend has it, he bullwhipped a man in the bar at McGillicuddy's. How's that for McGillicuddy's memory?
So, yeah, if anybody has information or old memorabilia from McGillicuddy's, T-shirts, crap like that, just snap a pic, post it, let us see it. We really want to check this stuff out because who knows, we may be interested at some point in time in revitalizing the downtown area in Warner Robins.
Sure we will.
Yeah, sure we will.
Our producer, Lindsay, says that we've got Joe on the phone right now. Brother Joe's going to tell us the real deal, what happened at McGillicuddy's. Welcome to the show, Joe.
And he has the pulse on the old school of Warner Robins. So, can you tell us what you know about McGillicuddy's, man?
I know McGillicuddy's was a waste of time and money.
Where exactly was it located?
It was located really right next to that Korean supermarket and restaurant right there.
Oh, Commercial Circle.
Just a couple of doors over.
Give us a solid story, man. Tell us what went down there. Was it funky?
Not really.
No.
It was just they'd have a band now and then, play some top 40 kind of stuff, Just I think they did have a dress code though, so they was trying to keep the riff-raff out.
Dress code? Did you have to wear a tie or just clothes?
Well, just
a shirt,
like a shirt that had a couple of buttons and a collar or something. It wasn't drastic because they didn't want to run off all their business. They just didn't want people coming in there looking like they just come off the street.
Understood.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, generally though, when you come into a building, you came off the street, right?
Yeah, I know you're just trying to be funny, a little wisecrack, a little play on words. I understand that, but I want your audience to understand that thank God I